Hello everyone, my name is Lucy Edmonds. My paper is on the introduction of Lucy Edmonds. Turning 47 last week allowed me to think of one question that was very important, which is, who am I? Who I was, who I am, and who I'd like to be. When I look back on my life and I realize where I came from, statistically, I should not be here. Statistically, I should be in jail or dead because I grew up in the heart of the ghetto, Newark, New Jersey, with a mother that was 14 that became a drug addict at a young age as well. And high school was a chore, being bullied, not so much. Being a bully, that was more my speed. So as I grew up in such an environment, I had to learn that is this where or what I wanted to be in life? Is this who I wanted to be? This young thug in the heart of the ghetto. And in true traditional style, I wasn't 14 when I got pregnant, but I was 17. And 17 is still a child. And I did not want to be anything like my mother. So I had to make some hard decisions, but I didn't make them right away. My son was 3 when I decided one day, laying in my bed, hungry, realizing that I need to do something drastic to change. Nobody I talked to, no one I could discuss it with. I just got up one day and just went down to the Army recruiter's office and took the test and enlisted. I don't even know how I passed it. That lets you know what God's plans were for me. So anyway, I joined the military, the United States Army. It was wonderful. They were so horrible to everybody. They would yell and scream. It didn't bother me none. My mother yelled all the time, so I was like, hey, this is great. Felt like home. I didn't even feel upset about it. They used to try to wipe that smug look off my face by making me do push-ups all the time, and I just grew stronger. That's all. Every day. They would yell, make me feel like home, and I would grow stronger. When I came home from the military, my son was 4, going on 5. So I missed a lot of his life, his little young life. But I knew I had to do it for the both of us. And that's when I met my first ex-husband. Yes, I said first ex-husband. He was a good person, He believed in a lot of the stuff that I believed in. His mother and father was with each other for years, over 50 years. However, he knew that I wanted a family and I wanted that longevity too. So we set out on the quest, me and him, to try to conquer the world. That didn't happen. So we became glorified roommates, and that sucked. Oh, you can't say that word. Not sucked. Anyway, that marriage didn't last, but it did last almost 20 years. We actually got divorced on the day we got married. Our divorce was final. That was a sign from God to let me know that our season was over. And then I met my second husband, which I believe was a narcissist. I didn't even know what that word meant, but I knew it was taking me off my path because he seemed like a really nice guy and a very charming man. yet jealous of everything and everyone and wanted to keep me to himself. And that's not me. I had a huge dream of being successful. And in success, it requires networking. It requires being around people. It requires things. So, needless to say, that marriage ended very badly. However, that marriage brought me to Florida. And by me coming to Florida, it allowed me to rediscover who I am as a woman, as a mother, as a daughter, as a person. Because at one stage in my life, I didn't believe I was this strong. It's hard to think about it now and go back on those steps like that. But those are the things that made me who I am today. When I got here to Florida, I had no idea who I was, because for the last 25 years, I've been a part of something, someone, a mother, a wife, somebody's child, I've always had people around me. I've never had solitude. And Florida allowed me to become a strong individual on my own. By me learning how to live, how to survive. I was already a survivalist because the Army taught me how to survive. Everything that I've gone through for a reason. So in that, I want to say that Florida, these last 2 years, which I've only been here for 2 years, okay? But these last 2 years were some real building blocks. It built me into a great employee, which I never thought that I'd work for anybody else a day in my life. Just knew it. But in order to be a good leader, you have to be a good follower. And this company is giving me a strong foundation, which the company is called Spectrum. And I am a IT girl and in the Mac coordination department. And I know you probably don't know what that is, but I'm an IT chick, okay? So that allows me to use a certain part of my brain that I haven't used in decades. So now I believe that I'm stronger mentally, stronger physically, stronger emotionally. And I did meet a nice man. He's good to me. But those things are the things that I believe I've learned from my lessons, my blessings, those negative things that most people would consider hardcore lessons. Had they never happened to me, I wouldn't be blessed today to understand what good has come of my life. My children can look at me and be like, gosh, my mother can do it, I can do it. And we have to all believe in that. We all have to make that decision one day that we must believe that we are going to make it regardless. So, in conclusion, that is me, who I am. I'm a strong woman. I'm a strong mother. One day I might be a strong wife again. Who knows? But the point of the matter is that I made it, and I can't wait for the next 47 years to come. Thank you.